Dora Mensa, aka Ma Do. You are welcome to Dora's Arena. If today is your first time of coming across my channel, please guys don't forget to subscribe. Become part of this lovely family. You will never regret it. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. God richly bless you.
Amen.
If this video is useful to you, please share to your family and friends and give it a thumbs up. Today, we are fortunate again to have Mrs. Theodora Abebio Ajimai in our midst. We are so blessed every time she makes time for us. So don't forget to always say thank you at the comment section. Today again, we are here to talk about depression. 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 The last video we made, we talked about stress and stress management. So I will entreat you to go and watch that video if you have not. She shared a lot in that video. So please go and watch it. And today we are here to talk about depression. So you are welcome to Dora's Arena.
You, my sister, my big sister.
Big but short.
Good to see you today.
Okay, we
And
thank God
you for the opportunity to be on
Oh,
your channel.
you are
always.
welcome. You are
Thank
welcome.
you.
We are even fortunate
Thank
too. We are fortunate. We are the one to thank you. Okay.
Thank
So
God.
to start with, what is depression? When we say depression, what do we mean?
Yeah. So depression, I would say, is a follow-up to the stress and stress management. Yeah. And so if someone is stressed up and the person does not manage the stress very well, the person can end up having depression, especially the sadness part of the stress. Okay. Of the stress. So depression is a state, you being in a state of extreme sadness that affects your activities of daily living. And so you are so sad, so much so that you neglect everything you do. You don't take good care of yourself anymore. You neglect family, you neglect your work, you neglect like going out. And it lasts for 2 weeks or more. Okay, so a person is diagnosed having to be having depression if the person is in a state of extreme sadness or excessive sadness that has affected the person's activities of daily living and has lasted for at least 2 weeks.
Okay.
And so if it's below 2 weeks, the symptom or the signs and symptoms the person is exhibiting is less than 2 weeks, then it's not depression. But if it's 2 weeks or more, like the family have noticed that this gentleman or this lady has stopped going to school, has stopped taking care of the personal hygiene, doesn't brush teeth, doesn't
Take the bath.
get up from bed, he's always in bed, lock the door, always indoors, isolating him or herself, and it has lasted for a long time. Yes, and so the person can be diagnosed as having depression. So depression is just a state of extreme sadness
Okay.
that has affected the person's um, activities of daily living, relating with others, and the person's work.
I have a question here.
Yes.
Naturally, some people are introverts.
Yes.
So in this case, even if the person is an introvert, you know the person well, and you see that though the person don't go into people, don't like where plenty people are, but you see the person behaving differently from the introvert part of him or her. You see, if I understand what you are saying, a person is an introvert, don't like going out, always indoors, don't like where plenty people are, don't like communicating too much. But in this case, the depression part of it, the person is doing it even extra. I don't know how to doing
Extreme.
it extreme.
Yeah.
Though I don't like going out, but in this case, is different from how I used to be.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, then that is depression, because
yes.
you saying that the person isolating themselves, maybe the person naturally don't like to be in the midst of plenty people, but in this case, the person is doing it to the extreme.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we haven't talked about little bit about introverts. Okay.
Okay.
Introvert is a personality state. Okay.
Okay.
There are lots of personality traits that people have. There is introvert, there is extrovert, there is narcissist, there is borderline personality. There are lots of personality traits that people have. I would say I was an introvert. Growing up, I was an introvert because I have a challenge of speech.
Okay.
Okay, I call it a challenge because it's getting better, and then your personality state can even change. Okay, as you grow, your personality traits can change.
Okay.
I used to stammer very bad, and that caused me to become introvert
Okay.
because inwardly I see myself as a jovial person, an easy to go person, but because I had this challenge of repetition of words when talking, that's stammering.
Okay.
Stammering is just a repetition of words when talking, and then stammering is length. Okay,
Okay.
we are talking about depression, but these are just coming through. Okay, so I'm telling you about how I became an introvert. Still an introvert, but it's better.
Yeah.
Yes, so introverts, okay, they talk a lot to themselves.
Okay.
They talk a lot to them. So I am I always isolate myself. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. That's how introverts are. So introverts are not depressed people, though they are constantly isolating themselves,
Themselves, but
and
they don't have depression.
they don't have depression. Introverts don't have depression, and introverts are very easy to move people. If you come close to them, you realize that this lady or this gentleman can talk.
Yes. But when you see them from afar, you
Afar,
think
yes,
they don't talk.
they are shy, and they don't make the first attempt to talk.
Yeah.
But when you talk to them,
They
you
respond.
realize they are nice people. They are nice people, and they keep friendship because
Okay.
they don't easily make friends. So they they value like friendship a lot. So for me, I was an introvert, and those who were close to me knew how lively I was, how nice I was, and there was no time I saw myself being sad.
Okay.
No, I wasn't sad. I wasn't sad. And God is an artist. God is an artist.
A perfect artist.
A perfect artist. God cannot make everybody
The same.
extrovert.
Okay.
Okay, sanguine. No. So God made some people extrovert, sanguine, phlegmatic, melancholic, introvert, and all that. So we can help the weakness of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being an introvert doesn't mean you are depressed.
Depressed.
No. Introverts personality trait is not the same as depression. Depression is a disease condition. Introverts is not a disease condition. Introverts isolate themselves. They take good care of themselves, and introverts are very intelligent in school.
Yeah.
There was this time a close friend of mine in school, in class, secondary school. Like I was always getting good grades, and she would ask me, "Oh, Theodora, explain to me, Theodora." But because I was stammer, like I didn't have the, I'm not. I told myself I'm not a teacher. I understand, but I can't teach you. I understand. I can't teach you. Okay, so she was sad, but my issue was I will be talking and stammering. I may end up confusing you. Okay, so I didn't explain the topics to her, but introverts are very good people. They're intelligent because they communicate to themselves a lot. Okay,
So in this case, you know someone is an introvert, don't
yes,
like mingling
with
and all those
people,
things. But when
yes,
the person now decide not to take good care of
him or
himself,
herself.
yes, will not like to wake up from the bed, will not like
Mhm,
to take the bath, will not
mhm.
like to, even when the hair is bushy, will not
Grooming,
like.
no grooming, nothing.
Yes. So
Yes,
then it means there is something
there's a
wrong.
disease going on.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that is the description of depression.
Okay.
Now, what brings about that condition? What will make somebody become extremely sad and the person will neglect him or herself and all that? So, number one is relationship. Okay, having a bad relationship with others, like having gone through loss of a loved one.
Okay.
Okay, be it your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or death of a relative. Okay, so all those factors are under relationship. You relate with your mother, your father so well, and all of a sudden the person is gone, like dead. or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you are planning on marrying each other, or you are even married. Okay, and then at the end of the day, you have to lose that relationship. It hurts because you have invested so much in it, and now you are losing it. So it can lead you to become so depressed and sad to the extent that it affects your daily life. Okay, so relationship can lead to depression. Now, work. As I said the other time, work can lead to stress. Okay, going to a work that you're in charge or your boss is so bossy. Your your boss is so bossy
Bossy.
and doesn't appreciate anything
You
you
do.
do. So Monday morning, you're already having hypertension, like you're having palpitation, your heart is beating like fast. You are sad, you are stressed. Monday
Even
morning, you're not
to
happy.
realize that you are going to that same
The
environment
thought,
again is oh,
the thought that so I'm going to sit at this place for 8 hours again. You see, so your work can also lead to you having stress, and then poverty. Okay, having so much responsibility to do, desiring to be better in life, and you are doing all you can, but
it's
it's not
not
going, it's not
happening.
working. Yes, so that can also make you sad, and that sadness, if you don't control it, can end up in you having this depression. Okay, disease, having been diagnosed a new disease condition like cancer, hypertension, diabetes. Okay,
So when
having
we say hypertension, is it the BP?
the BP,
What we know is BP.
BP,
You health workers, you
blood
say hypertension. So
hypertension.
the
Yes,
BP, why? Yeah, yeah, you might a BP.
yeah, anybody BP. So BP is blood pressure. Okay, and so we have high blood pressure and then low blood pressure. Your blood pressure should always be in the normal range. Okay, but if it's too low, hypotension, and if it's too high, hypertension, it is not good. Okay, so being diagnosed as having hypotension or hypertension, like you say, but I always take good care of myself. I eat well, I exercise also. Where from this hypertension? Where from this diabetes? And you know that those conditions you have to take medicines for a long time, for years, before the condition is reversed. So thinking about you swallowing pills every day of your life can make you become sad. Okay, um, being like because of having liver problems or having a cancer, you say, hey, so this condition that kills people, me too have been diagnosed of having
All
it.
that comes in your
Hey,
mind is you are
Brade, I'm
coming
going
to
to die.
die.
You will now be thinking, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, and that can make you too sad. And if you are not unable to control this sadness, you can end up having depression. Okay, so these are the conditions that makes people um, become depressed.
Depressed.
And then failure in life. Okay, failure in life. Failure in life doesn't affect only adults. It affects even school children. There are instances that teenagers, they fail their BEC and they commit suicide. Teenagers, young children failing their SSC, failing their BEC, they were expecting to have the is it 9 ones or 10 ones? Our
All
time it
the
was
ones.
our time it was 12 subjects. Okay, so if they end up having maybe 5 ones or 8 ones, like they are so good, and so they were confident of having like the ones, all the ones, and so
And it don't happen.
they don't get it, and they maybe desire to be an engineer, to enter the school of engineering or enter the medical school, and they're unable to go because of that failure. They think they have failed, and so they end up locking themselves in their room. They will not eat. Mommy and daddy will be knocking like it's it's not an easy thing to
Yeah.
feel in the exams, because I had F. I'm telling you to encourage you. I had F in elective maths.
Hey.
I had F. I
Wow.
had I had F in
So
elective
do
maths.
you believe in that saying that exams favors the fools?
Exam papers. Yeah.
Because
You might
sometimes
select.
you might be in the same class with this person who is blockheaded,
Yes.
don't know anything. Exam, the person will
You
pass,
pass.
and you
So
that think you know
you are
will
so
fail.
good. You fail. You see, so I was depressed at that time. That I realized that I had F in
Elective
elective
mass.
maths, and at that time there was no money at home for me to even resit.
Rewrite. Hey.
I have to
Wow.
go and then work small jobs. So I became a pharmacy attendant in a pharmacy close to our house, and I did that for 2 years before going to resit the elective. And unfortunately for me, I did only three electives.
Okay.
Okay, so I couldn't go forward with just two
Two.
of them. I
You
have to
still
like
need one.
write the elective maths. Yes, so I did my basic, passed my elective maths, and I was able to get admission into the nurses training college. Okay, so it was a very sad
Hmm.
time for me. So I know how it feels.
Yes. And that time
I
too,
know
it
how it
will it
feels.
will it will slow your
Your
uh
age,
to
your
move.
zeal,
Yes.
your
Yes.
energy level comes down.
Down. It's
Like,
true.
oh, why? So am I going to start all over again?
Yes.
Yes.
And you think your colleagues are going
Going
ahead
ahead of you.
of
They
you.
went ahead of me. They
It's
went
true.
ahead of me. But see me now.
Yeah.
See me now. Life is never a race. Like unnecessary competition can
Yeah.
make you depressed, sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unnecessary competition. What are you competing for?
Ah,
Your
but you
mates
have
have
this
Rolls
bag.
Royce.
You have this bag. Me, I don't have it. So I buy hook or crook. I have to have it.
No, no, all bag is
Nonsense.
bag.
Nonsense.
You are holding a friend and saying, whatever bag you are holding, whether
I'm
it's
having a false bag
original.
and you are having a designer wear.
We all have our phones inside.
Oh,
We all have our
money's
handkerchiefs inside.
inside.
Our monies are inside, and whatever we are having is inside. So
Hmm.
unnecessary competition. Okay, competing with people. Okay,
Hmm.
life is never a race. I'll quote Dr. Michael Pedro. He always preaches and says that some people will make it by the age of 30 or 40 years because
And
they're
die
going to
early.
they will die early.
Yes.
Their life span on this earth is short, so
Yes.
God is blessing them early so they can enjoy.
And live.
You will live up to 100, so
Mm.
God will make you start enjoying at the age of 50.
Yes.
Okay, so it's never a race. It's never a race. Please, um, whatever the situation you are in, enjoy the moment. Like, don't live too much in the future and in the past. The past, you have no control over the past. You have no control even over the future.
Future.
Live in the present. It helps you overcome stress and depression.
Depression.
Live in the try to bring yourself to the present. What can I do now? What is
Available for me.
what is available for me? Let me enjoy the present. Okay, but if you are brooding over the past, that is
Yes.
gone. You are
And the future
wasting your
that you
time.
have not even seen.
You don't know. Okay, so what we can say as Christians is that leave the future in the hands of God. He said He knows.
Yeah.
He knows the future. Okay, so these are the things that can lead to one being depressed. These are the things. Now, what are the things, the signs and symptoms you identify in a person who is depressed? Number one, isolation. You can't be depressed and then you are walking around, mingling, laughing with people. Um, it's, it's not normally common. So they are always depressed. They are always isolating themselves, and they have this moody appearance. Like they are always tearful, and you see they feel hopeless. Okay, people can be walking around and you can see how they feel, though they don't tell. Feeling is what somebody is like having. It's not overt. You can't see it, but sometimes you can see
Identify.
signs on
Yes.
somebody that person is feeling helpless or hopeless,
Make rank for
feeling of
sobbing the
hopelessness.
woman.
Yes, and then they confess it. Some of them even went to the extent of saying that this life, I'm tired. I wish I'm even gone. Please, if you hear anybody saying this statement, this life is not nice. I wish I'm even gone. I'm even dead. It means the person is in depression and is getting close to having suicidal ideation, or um, the person even have suicide.
In
Suicide,
mind.
yes, suicide is a topic on its own, but it's a subset of depression. Okay, so anytime you hear somebody saying this about life and themselves, please get closer. get close to the person. Get close to the person. Don't take it lightly at all. Because those who commit suicide, they always leave clues. They always leave signs. They always mention it.
Which we ignore.
But we ignore it. And then after they are dead, you say, he once said life is not treating him well. He wish he's dead. He once said this. He once did this. So, please.
Now we are telling you.
Yes. He would talk about suicide on another day into details. But now we're just talking about depression, and there's signs and symptoms you see on the person. The person neglects his or her personal hygiene. Because they've isolated themselves, of course, no brushing of teeth, no combing of hair,
No bathing.
no bathing, no eating, no going to school, no going to work. They even do go to school and they end up feeling like they don't perform very well as compared to the previous how they were doing well previously. And then work production goes down. Work production also goes down. They lose concentration, focus, and all that, and they don't have energy. Okay, the zeal is gone, the energy is gone, and so they are depressed.
They are even thinking, what am I even doing
in this world for? Yeah. Okay, so depression is a disease, and every disease has a cure. Every disease has a cure. Know that there are professionals who have been trained, and their job is to help people who have who are going through depression to get better. Because we've taken care of many people who went through such conditions. Today they are fine. Okay, there is this lady that I think I told you the other time that she's fine. She's in UK, married with her husband. Okay, so and so many examples. So know that there is help. There is help. There is help.
All hope is not lost.
All hope is not lost. Don't sit at home and then end up
wallow in your depression and die.
Your sorrow, your hopelessness, and feelings of helplessness. It will not help. Please go to any health facility, polyclinic, health center, hospitals. Just enter the facility. Tell the nurses and doctors about your condition. They
tell
know
them how you feel.
Tell them how you feel. They know the help to give to you. Okay, so these are how you do. If you feel too sad, you feel hopeless, you feel helpless and all that, seek for help. Talk to somebody, plan, and then come to the hospital. Now, what can we do as family members or friends when you notice that someone is going through depression? All you do is that offer a listening ear to the person. Don't judge the person. Don't judge. So you just keep quiet. Let the person say everything the person wants to say. Yes, you listen. You don't judge. Okay. You listen. We don't judge. Train them. Like when I say I did this. Say, why did you go and do that? It's not good for you to instantly you start judging. We listen. We don't judge. Okay. We listen. We don't judge. So mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, if you realize your son, your daughter, your mother, your relative is extremely sad, please get closer and then don't ask the person, how are you sad? Like, don't ask what is going on. You can see the person is sad and the person is not talking. The person is like isolating him or herself. The person is not having energy. What you have to ask the person is, Ama Adwa, what can I do? I know something is going on, but I want to help you. What can I do to help you? How you do to the person or say to the person is, what do I do to help? I want to help. Okay. Don't ask the person what is going on. What is wrong with you? They won't tell you. They might even ignore you, shun you and all that. So ask Amma Kojo Kofi, yeah. Then I mean from wow. Wow. So please listen and don't judge and be genuine. If they tell you everything, don't go and broadcast it. Okay, you lose their trust and you make the condition even worse because they trusted you enough, told you everything, and see. So please, let's listen and not judge. This works in depression a lot. And then encourage them to go to the hospital.
You can even accompany them if you have time.
You encourage
because
them.
when you leave the person will not go.
Yes.
But you can say, let's go.
Let's go.
I can accompany.
Yes, it's part of the help. You want to help the person. So you accompany the person, you go together. Show love, show care. It helps a lot. Imagine you in that person's shoe. You are sad. And people come in and they're asking you, how are you sad? You will not even say what the cause of the sadness is. You just start tearing again.
Yeah.
But if they ask you, can I do something to help you? Is there something I can do to help you? I know you are going through a lot, but can I help you? They will say yes. And at the end of the day, they will tell you what is the cause of their problem. They will end up
without you asking.
Okay. So you offer them a listening ear, help them to the hospital, like provide food for them, even bath them if you have to. Bath them, comb their hair, show love, show care. By so doing, you bring the person out of the misery they are going through, out of the pain they are going through. Please, depression is real. Let's all come together and fight it. And those going through these conditions are not living on islands. They are living in homes. They are living with their families. So the families should identify this first and help their relatives to feel better. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Mama Do.
Yes. So we are very grateful for your time. It's not everyone that will have time, will have us at mind and every now and then sacrifice his or her time for us. We are very, very grateful. But to us viewers, I would like to say that, as she said, depression is very real. So we have to look out for each other. Look out for each other. The fact that you've not seen your friend for a while, or you might not know what the person is going through at that moment. So if it's been a while you heard from your friend, try to check up on the person. Exactly. As she said, don't ask, you see, when you keep on like that, you might think the person is in a good mood, but maybe that person, try, be nice to each other. That way, you see that even if the person don't have interest in telling you, as time goes on, you won't ask, the person will start voicing things out. And then, as she said, pick one or two. I know you've picked one or two things from what she said. You apply it. You see, accompany the person, visit the person more often. If the person is the indoor type that don't want to come out, you would rather go to the person's house. This time around, it's about sacrifice.
Yes,
you have to sacrifice. Visit the person more often. If the person is not eating, remember you have to cook for the person. Try to convince the person to eat, drink. Try to take the person out. Let them feel the fresh air.
Yes.
Aside that, if it's time for the appointment of the person, remind the person, go to the person, help the person by accompanying him or her to the hospital. You see, by doing all these things, I think you will be of a good help to the person. Don't insult the person. Don't take the person's matter outside. No. Don't drink the person's Panadol for him. You are not a doctor. Take the person to the hospital and let the professionals do what. Don't go and prescribe. Don't go and say, yes, man, yes, say. Africans, we like that.
We do that a lot.
When somebody is going through something, please don't go and be telling the person, do this, don't do that. No. The best thing is for you to visit a professional. I beg you. Like me, I'm a teacher. I don't know anything about what she's saying. And if somebody is depressed and tells me a problem, I say, hey, Madam Fubi, my friend also went through this and she did this, she did that. Your friend is different from this person.
Yes.
We are all different people. So what worked for your friend might not work for this person. Please, I beg you, take the person to a professional. And what 1 + 1 is equal to 2. When you're teaching adwuma, the facho. So, Mrs. Theodora Abebio Ajimai, we can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. Every Sunday you make out time for us. God richly bless you. And we pray that all your heart desires will come to pass in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So at this point, we would like to end the video. And as you know, remember, with God, all things are possible. And anywhere you see us, my name, not a name. My name is Mrs. Theodora Abebio. Me, my name is Mama.
No.
See you in our next video. Bye.